All right. Let's see, what do we have here? The Brooklyn Nets. Okay. The Brooklyn Nets drains a three and walks back. Those are good uniforms. Good uniforms.
I do like those uniforms.
Jeff Green, our guy.
Uncle
Green.
Uncle
Jeff.
I'm a big Jay Green guy.
Are you a big Jay Green guy? Well, you got dose of them. Hey, what do you guys think, Matt Moore, by the way? Dos Verdes. Kind of like it.
Dos Verdes.
Oh, that's green.
Oh, yeah. You don't speak too much Spanish. I dig it. I like it. I could see a little bottle of salsa.
That.
You know,
yeah,
Dos Verdes. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome into the Jeff
8 out of 10.
The Jeff Green Lounge here. The newest member of the Denver Nuggets. So you got Bones Highland, a well-publicized new member here because he's a rookie. Yep. Jeff Green, the only other guy here who's new. A new face for everyone to get familiar with. Very excited for this one. If you don't know, we've been doing these where 4 or 5 segments in front of the paywall, 2 premium segments behind the paywall. This one, exclusively free. So if you're catching this one and this is the first one, you're going to see what you get both for free and what you'd get if you become a member at thednvr.com. Let's start with last year's stats, guys. Jeff Green's stats last year on the Brooklyn Nets, where he played center.
Okay, but hear me out on this one, though.
All right. Okay, Vogt, what really stands out here, Vogt?
All right, so Jeff Green had one of the best years of his career shooting behind the three-point line.
He's aging like wine.
41.2%. My Jeff Green thoughts are bigger than this, but you really like the idea of him being able to stretch the floor. I mean, that's not his career percentages or anything like that, but that's how he looked on a contender, feasting alongside other talented players. At times, maybe an afterthought on the court, considering who he was sharing the court with. And he took advantage of that. You know, Millsap, at his peak in Denver, did a good job spacing the floor. Now it's Jeff Green's turn to age gracefully.
His first year ever shooting 40% or better from the three-point line, and it came in his age 33 season.
Yeah. On
so
the best team he's ever played on, for sure, too.
Yeah, that's a good point. Part of this has to do actually with where he was shooting from. I'm going to get to that here in just a little bit. But what about you, Harrison? What sticks out to you?
27 minutes per game at 35 years old on the best team in the league, at least in my opinion, the Brooklyn Nets. He was playing on a stacked team, and he was playing big minutes. He was a big part of that Brooklyn Nets team. And I don't know how many other 35-year-olds are playing 27 minutes per game.
Right.
Like LeBron James. Like the list isn't that long. So that's something that's really impressive about Jeff Green. We'll see it and rate the highlight. His athleticism, how he takes care of his body at his age is pretty special. And it's going to be interesting to see just how big of a role he plays in Denver because, like I said, he was playing 27 minutes per game on arguably the best team in the league last year.
Yeah, Jeff Green is a guy that has played now, I think, on 10 separate NBA teams.
He's been around.
I think he's on a different team every single year.
Just about.
And he's just a player you encounter a lot if you watch NBA basketball. He's never been a guy that I've really focused in on or imagined what he might be if he was playing on my team. But
right.
That being said, I can't believe what a great season he had last year. I mean, looking at the stats and looking at listening to what people have been saying around the league, a lot of people were saying that this acquisition was one of the best of the offseason, getting Jeff Green from the Brooklyn Nets. And I mean, in a sense, we basically just traded Paul Millsap for Jeff Green with the Brooklyn Nets.
Right.
So, the amount of minutes played, I mean, I think a lot is going to be asked of him. It looks as though if the first preseason game is any indication, he is the plan at backup 5. So we'll see what that looks like going forward. But the fact that you have a backup 5 that can shoot around 40% from 3, that's incredible.
So here's what's interesting about the 40%. It was a career high, but he actually took 42% of his three-point attempts were from the corners last year, where he's very good. He's elite from the corners. Not necessarily good above the break or as a trailer, but he's great from the corner. And I think what's happened is his career has progressed a couple things. One, he's become more of a center. They actually use him as a screen. He's so athletic. They use him as a center, as a power
forward. He came into the league as a 3.
As a 3, a small
just
forward.
Kept scaling up.
Kind of on the Vlatko trajectory.
A little bit on the Vlatko trajectory. But shooting that percentage, I think a lot of that just has to do with okay, this is your spot now, and he's finding a nice niche there. And he shot that percentage more his rookie season in Seattle, but he didn't shoot that many threes, so it's a higher percentage, but this is because there wasn't a big sample size. Then he did it again in 2013 for Boston. That was the only years. Other than that, you look at it, 23%, 17%, a very low percentage of his threes came from the corner. So I'm optimistic. I don't know if he's going to be 40, 41% like he was last year, but I'm optimistic he could be better than his career averages because it's you find your spot on the court, and that's where you are. Yeah. And again, like in Brooklyn, Denver has a lot of offensive firepower that I think he'll get a lot of catch and shoot opportunities. Oh, it's an optimistic spin. Let's go to the big question. How will he fit in with the Denver Nuggets, with the Nuggets, with the bench, with Jokic? These are the questions. All of these different things.
I'm
a lot of questions.
I'm definitely going to call them the Denver Nuggets from this point forward.
Denver Nuggets is? How do you expect him to fit in? Let's start with the bench because we think that's where he'll be. Plug him in. How does he look?
I think he looks great. I mean, I don't anticipate we'll have a major drop off from what he was able to do last year. It seems like if you have an older player that's having some of his best seasons, it means he's figured something out mentally. He's figured out how to play above the game as opposed to just react to it and play with his athleticism. So, the fact that, again, that there's such a question at the 5, and he comes in with the ability and, the Nuggets needing him to do something there, I just think it's going to be a perfect marriage. I think it's going to be a perfect fit.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good fit, too. He's going to fill Paul Millsap's role on that bench unit, but I think he's going to play more than Paul Millsap did last season. And I think he's a better player than Paul Millsap is at this stage in their careers. I think he's a little more versatile offensively. He's more athletic. He's better in transition. He can take his guy off the bounce. Defensively, we'll see. Paul was a great defender, but I think Jeff is, he's a little more spry than Paul is, even though they're around the same age. So I think it's a definite upgrade. And with how many good players and good teams Jeff Green has played on throughout his career, I don't think he's going to have any problem fitting into the role that Denver needs.
He's kind of a career fitter
Yes.
inner, right? That's kind of the thing.
That's how he's had such a long career,
right?
And that's why he's been on so many different teams, a lot of which have been good teams.
Yeah,
because you can count on him to fit in.
So they spoke to his fit with the bench unit, but everything revolves around Jokic.
Yeah,
he's probably going to play mostly with the bench. But how do you think he's going to fit with Jokic?
More confident about the latter than the former. Actually,
okay.
I think he's just the perfect kind of. It's funny because there's the Jay Green thing, but I laugh about the JaMychal Green quote from Jokic. I want to spend the rest of my career with him.
Yeah.
If he hadn't said that already about JaMychal, he would end up saying
really?
it about Jay. I think so. I just think this is a guy who's going to know where to be.
Yeah.
Who's going to be in the right places. Who is a low drama, no nonsense veteran. Who knows what it's like to be on good teams. He's a professional. He's a good player. I think this is the kind of guy that I think Jokic loves playing with these polished veterans. I think he's going to love it.
Here's what intrigues me about Jeff Green when we talk about playing with Jokic. Now look at the forwards that Jokic has at his disposal. Aaron Gordon, super athlete, top 5 athlete in the NBA.
Yeah.
Michael Porter Jr., super athlete, 6'11", very bouncy, very springy. You got Jeff Green, a pretty good athlete. I mean, I know he's 34 years old, but he's still, I mean, we saw this in the preseason already.
Bouncing.
Dunking on guys off of the move, running center and rolling to the rim and still being able to play an above the rim role. And then you've got JaMychal Green, who, again, is pretty athletic for your fourth most athletic forward option there. So all of a sudden, then you have Bol, who's another guy who's maybe not a great athlete, but he's 7'3" with that 8-foot wingspan. That doesn't matter. It makes up for it. So all of a sudden, you go from not having that many great athletes to having nothing but great athletes, and I think Jeff Green provides another example of that, where no matter who Jokic's on the court with, his front court is going to be bouncy.
Yeah, and I know you're talking about him with Jokic, but him with the bench also at backup 5, he's going to be so much more athletic than every other backup 5 he's going against too.
Yeah,
just think of like the backup 5s that Denver had.
And does that manifest with the bench in, rolling to the rim, getting him looks at the rim? They haven't had a ton of that on that second unit, and at times with Facu out there without that pick and roll partner, because he's not putting much pressure as a scorer in those situations, the bench can be a little bit, who's going to take this 3?
Right.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. I guess PJ Dozier will dribble it because no one wants the shot. So I wonder if there are ways they can make Jeff Green a threat in that avenue.
Speaking of this super athleticism, let's go to Rate the Highlight here, guys. Let's play a little Rate the Highlight.
RDH?
RDH.
What's that? Doesn't sound right.
Everything Eric says sounds like it might be.
Sounds actually pretty
Put that genie hat back on.
Hey, Jeff Green, more bouncy than you think. Let's roll this first clip here. What do we got?
I'm hyped for this
All
one.
right. I don't know where he is. He's the one with the ball. Just
With
get
the
it
ball!
on. Get it. Why did you even
Watch
jump?
your head!
Jackson
That's
Hayes. Jackson Hayes, one of the most
Hayes,
athletic
too.
dudes in the league, and he just yams it on him.
Yeah, dude.
Just yams.
I
Let's
need
get
the
another
replay.
angle.
I need the
Let's get the
replay.
replay. Get out of my way, Jackson Hayes.
He spread the legs.
By the way, this is last year, guys. This
Dude.
isn't like young fountain of
Dude.
youth Jeff
on.
Green. This is last year. All right, guys.
Go
Give me
9.
your. I'm going
Niner.
10.
Is this not the same dunk he just had last night?
This kind of is. You're gonna. I'm glad you said that.
Oh.
You're gonna notice a trend here. Jeff Green has a type. He has a type.
Dude,
The one-handed in the lane hammer.
One-handed hammers.
we are eager to label things as posters. Many of them are not, in fact, posters. That's a clean poster
That's
job.
a that's an absolute.
a
There's a
poster?
great photo of that dunk
Oh,
somewhere.
hold on.
he
somewhere
spread
around.
his legs,
Then
dude.
in order to be a poster in the way that you're saying, doesn't there have to be a physical? Can you buy that at Target?
At Target.
Nobody
Is that
buys posters
that's-
anymore, bro. It's 2021.
That's true. People don't buy posters, and also if they do, they don't go to Target for their Jeff
Yes,
Green
they do.
poster.
Plus, Eric, it's all NFTs now, bro. Catch up.
Yeah, catch up.
Is that in like the poster wall with like Blink 182, Gwen Stefani,
Yes.
Jeff Green
Jeff
over
Green,
Jackson
Duncan
Hayes,
That's the
Hayes.
point. You have
Tiger
Michael
beat,
Jordan,
centerfold.
LeBron James, Jeff
Bruce
Green,
Lee,
and Jeff
Jonathan
Green.
Taylor
just
Thomas.
like a peace symbol,
All right,
yin yang.
some trippy acid
Yin
one.
yang, yes. And Jeff Green.
acid
And
one.
Jeff Green dunking
I don't know
over
why I'm
Jackson
having
Hayes.
fun with
yes.
us, just rolling with us. All right, let's go to the next video. What do we have here, Kale? All right, I don't see what's happening here. Oh,
Hang on a second.
The right-handed
The
hammer,
hammer, the right-handed
every single
hammer.
time.
you want to know another
Tony
under
Allen loves
this one?
it.
Oh, he does absolutely love it. Get up, son. Oh my gosh.
You know the craziest part about this highlight is I
Niner.
totly forgot he was on the Grizzlies at one point.
Well, he-
Yeah,
he
Well,
was
guess
cast a team.
what? He was
Half a
on
team.
every team.
Yeah, half a
Guys,
team in the
this
league.
is a 10. I can't believe I'm the that was better than the last one, and you gave the last one a
It's
10.
the
Disagree.
same
Same
dunk,
dunk
Adam.
as
It's
last one.
literally the
The last
same
one was
dunk.
on Jackson Hayes. though.
Dude, that just all that means is that you like the Grizzlies better than the Nets.
Probably accurate. All right, let's roll the next one. I'm sure it's wildly different.
Jeff Green with no regard for
Was
human
that
life.
on? No, that
Look,
wasn't
Joey,
on.
look at his reaction, guys. Cool, calm as a cucumber. Let's see. It's always just driving
it's
to the
on
right, put it in the right hand, tomahawk dunk.
Is that was Paul
Niner.
Millsap tonight?
I'm gonna go.
Every
9 on
Jeff
this
Green
one.
dunks a 9. I'm
No,
sorry.
that last one was a 10. You guys are wrong. That last one. He got up higher somehow. It's an 8. This one's a 9. All right, let's go. What is the next one on our list?
Dude, I think he's going to dunk this.
No way, dude.
Okay. Oh, this looks like the Denver Nuggets. Lefty!
all right.
Let's
I'm
go.
saying 11th team in the
Hold
league.
on, we get a bunch of angles of this one. I think I'm not sure.
He's 11th team.
Like he even gets a smile out of this one. Hey, you know it's go. Oh yeah, we get the top
34
angle.
years old.
Let's get a diagonal angle.
He's like,
let's go. Okay, let's get the.
He's
the
like, how do you
rim
think I can
angle.
dunk with my left hand like that?
cannot wait to see myself on the DNBA show.
10, 10, 10. Of
Yeah,
course.
dude, he got the hometown bump.
the
for that one.
hometown bump,
Even though that was
definitely.
literally the same dunk, only
No,
a little
left-handed.
worse.
Left-handed,
than the other. Oh,
left-handed,
okay.
That's why I was at 10.
All right, bold prediction time, guys. Let's get bold here.
He will dunk over Jackson Hayes.
So bold. Who wants to go? Let me see who has a good bold one. You know what, Eric? Why don't you start?
I believe in my heart of hearts, based on my own feelings and what I've seen so far from,
Can't just
from
think you
Jeff
machine.
Green, the dunking ability, the longevity, the likability.
What the hell's going on right
Jeff Green is going to be a fan favorite.
Wow, Uncle Jeff,
Unky Jeff.
Unky.
That's
Don't
right.
do that.
Are we gonna call him Unky?
Unless you, that's probably my
Unky
line.
Jeff is going to
Oh my
bring
gosh,
to all of
Unky.
his nephews, us here in Denver, a toy.
I
A
do
trip.
like this bit though. Vogt started last night on Twitter. Every time he dunks on someone, they become a nephew.
nephews.
They just become a
So
nephew.
good.
Nephewed his ass.
So
I
yeah,
am- yeah, I-
Who was
I
our
was-
first nephew? Harry Giles is a nephew. He's
No,
the
it's
first.
Jackson Hayes. Oh,
Well,
No,
this year I'm
it's-
saying
it's
yeah.
starting
It's
now.
Harry Giles.
Harry
nephew.
Giles, nephew.
Dude.
by-
Harry Giles in the fam.
We're going to tweet out a family portrait graphic
I
at the end of the
can't wait. You should just keep adding. Yeah, just
Yeah.
keep adding babies. So
Yeah.
what is the one famous baby from the this is old. They had 18 kids. It's like 18 kids and counting or something.
Oh yeah,
The
the
Duggars.
Duggars.
The Duggards. See, we'll just have to
How the
consider
hell
Not
did
that
you know what
old.
he
That's
was
like
talking
still
about?
going on.
It's still there's still like more than 18
Well, there's
now?
like the next generation.
You're just gonna have to keep finding new photos to Photoshop heads on top.
I'm
I
into
can't
it.
wait. I'm so into it.
Unky Jeff.
All right, I like it. Unky Jeff is gonna be a thing.
Let's
Vote.
not do that. Yeah, I'm
This
really.
is the- wait, you go last. Yours is too
Oh,
good.
man.
Win.
I think
Yours
he's,
is not too good. You go next.
I think he's gonna play way more than JaMychal Green. Like if you look at JaMychal Green and Paul Millsap last year, played pretty close to the same amount of minutes. If you look at game 1 through game 72, I think Jeff Green is gonna play way more than JaMychal Green this year.
I could see it. I mean, I feel like that's neither a bold nor not bold take. It's just a take. Just a guess.
Oh man.
It's a take.
Harrison's like, I feel like you should kiss my. All right, anyway.
My bold take. I think he is going to hype up the Nuggets organization as much as Austin Rivers did last year. Remember last year, Austin Rivers?
Dude, he's going to hype up the Nuggets?
There's not.
The Nuggets. I think he's going to hype up He's played all around. He's a journeyman, as is Austin Rivers.
That's right.
He's seen different cultures, different coaches, different star players, this and that. I think he's going to be like, you know what? The Denver Nuggets, special. I've seen a lot of things in my day.
Does Jeff Green need to, like, totally...
You think Austin only
reshape
did this
his
because of
image?
me? You don't think it was genuine?
No, I think it was genuine. I think it was genuine. But I don't think Jeff Green is like, oh, wow, Jokic is this brand new shiny toy. Like, this dude just played with Kevin Durant, James Harden,
Allow
Kyrie
me
Irving.
to disagree respectfully.
Let me give the floor to Vogt here. What's your bold take?
Jeff Green will call Nikola Jokic the best player he's ever played with.
So here's the crazy thing. Let's go through the list.
Nuggets!
Kevin Durant,
I don't think he will.
James
I'll
Harden,
go out on a limb.
LeBron
I'll
James.
say I don't think he will.
LeBron.
Yeah, so I did forget about the LeBron one.
He's played with literally every player. in the league.
Jeff
I did
Green
forget
has
about
Michael
the
Jordan.
LeBron
Jeff Green
one.
has
was
too
like-
many friends in the league to say that. He's got to set up his next team.
That's
start.
Right,
so true.
well,
He is
at least
definitely
mine
one.
was bold.
Theirs is very bold, and I liked it. I maybe he'll compare him to. He'll be like, to me, he's no different from a KD or a LeBron. Maybe
There
he'll
we go.
be like that.
Yeah. I did forget about LeBron.
So maybe we'll
Probably
get
not
it.
that.
But I do like it. That was very bold. Usually, guys, this is where we would go to the only members only, but
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans part of the show.
Only fans only.
Members only, but we wanted to be a little generous, so we're going to give this one free to everybody, so you get a taste of what it is we get behind the scenes.
Every fans.
And we're going to start by getting some wind chimes. Ooh, wind chimes. Look at this.
Everybody
graphic.
settle in. Settle in.
Everybody settle in. There's some
Where's
good
my
wind chimes.
where's my lemonade?
Get the incense burning, Kale. Get the
Lemonade,
Get the
huh?
soothing music, soothing ocean sounds going.
Are we
CBD
about to
drink
smoke some
filled
weed?
up.
What's going on here?
Yep. Oh, what? No.
Yeah, this is wind chimes.
All right, what's going on,
So
wind
I've got
chimes?
2 wind chimes for you. I was told that Jeff Green going from the situation he was in Brooklyn to the situation he's now in Denver, you probably couldn't pick 2 different basketball cultures than the one in Brooklyn with Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving.
Very different.
Than the one in Denver with Nikola Jokic and everybody else. I was told that that was a reason Jeff Green was attracted to Denver, because that's such a change in pace.
He
from
went
what
to the
he had
circus
last
and he's
year.
like, you know what? I want to go somewhere where it's
Yeah.
like basketball.
Yeah,
Not
he just
the other
wants to
stuff.
hoop. Just
He
wants
hoop.
to.
Wait. Are you saying he's a hooper?
I did not say that.
Oh.
Don't put words in my mouth.
All right.
Not say
That's
that.
not quite the wind chime that we were
All
looking
right,
for, but
well.
all the same.
So he's picking Denver rather than going, like, we're always wondering, like, oh, they're all going to go to L.A. or the Bay or Miami.
man,
He's
Jeff-
like, no, I deliberately don't want that. I'm
Yeah.
going to Denver. It sounds chill.
Jeff Green had suitors, man. Like, we've talked about how he's always been on good teams. He's coming off this great year on the Nets. Of course, he had other suitors, but he did like Denver for some of those reasons. The other wind chime that I've got for you, there's a man in the Nuggets front office by the name of John Wallace.
Yeah.
He's been in the Nuggets front office for a couple years now. He was Jeff Green's teammate at Georgetown
That's right.
for 3 seasons.
Talk about a hooper, John Wallace. Hooper.
Yeah, like they had some good teams at Georgetown. It was him, Jeff Green, Roy Hibbert, I think was
Great
on one
team,
of those teams. Really solid teams, but I was told that bond is still there between those 2 former teammates, and it's probably another reason. It is another reason why Jeff Green chose Denver.
I love this because the Nuggets front office is just Tim Conley and his friends' friends.
Right.
And that's the
it's
entire
called
Nuggets
nepotism.
organization.
That's like the roster
Not
eventually.
nepotism. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
a network. It's just like everybody, Facu and Marty, and like, so everybody has 1 degree. It's like Calvin Booth likes him. Yeah, we're friends.
And like
neighbors.
Jeff Green went to Georgetown, he's also from Maryland, so he's from the same area too.
I love it,
So
man.
it all fits together. It's all a piece of the puzzle. You know?
Baltimore corner.
The Nuggets are going to win a championship, and their parade will be in Baltimore. That's fine
by me, dude.
Yeah,
As
we'll
long as we
fly
get-
out.
yeah. I'll
go.
It'll be great. Yeah, no, I can't wait for it. Those are some great wind chimes.
Those are great win shots.
It's interesting to watch a possession like this when you have Jeff Green at center, Michael Porter and Aaron Gordon on your front court, just how willing everybody is to switch. They just switched from transition, but they actually switched back to the normal matchup. Harry Giles is the center here. You see all of them comfortable trying to defend these spots. No dribble penetration. Get late into the shot clock now. Jeff Green switches comfortably, just no hesitation, comfortably out onto here. Shuts that down. You get into shot clock. defensive possession where these guys all felt comfortable switching there. This is some really great anticipation by Jeff Green. You're going to see a little give, and then around the corner here, Jeff Green knows that, okay, trailing, they're going to come. This is a yoke special. You curl it and bring it around, and watch Jeff Green read this. Gets back and steals it. Watch him real time. He's ahead of him. Sees it, plays it perfectly to be able to get the steal, and then outlets it quickly. The most surprising part of Jeff Green's game, him playing the 5 here, so he's setting a lot of screens, but look at the athleticism. Screen, opens up, get off me. The fact that he has somehow in his career transitioned into being a small ball center, when he started out as a small forward and being able to make plays like this one routinely on the roll, it's just incredible. Really great slip here. This is a great example of a slip on a screen. See, Jeff Green is coming over to set the ball screen, but he's already got a mismatch. Harry Giles is out here, which means there's no big to guard him. So rather than set the screen and allow them to switch this easily, he knows they want to switch, gets into space, and slips it. There was never a screen there. P.J. Dozier anticipates this. He's ready for it. So you'll see. Goes over. P.J. Dozier gets ready, brings the ball around, wide open dunk. Great example of a slip screen. Little horns twist action here. Ball comes over to Jeff Green. And look at this beautiful move here. Goes right, goes left. Slow it down here so you can see the handiwork. Go right, like I'm going to dunk. Then left around the defense. That's pretty.
That'll do it, guys, for Jeff Green. That's it for Jeff Green. We're back here in this lounge.
0 to 11 real quick.
Wow, it's so loud. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this, where you got access to the premium parts of this as well as just the regular parts of it. We got more of these. If you want to become a member, you don't want to just get the beginning. You want to get all of it, the wind chimes, the list, the fan vote, all that good stuff. Become a DNVR member, $5 a month. Of course, you sign up, you get a free T-shirt. You get all kinds of perks. You could read about it on the website, thednvr.com. See everybody next time.